Captain Cal Pickner, rider Caliber Pickner, setup man Christian Bishop, mugger Mason Redwing, holder Jackson Rockwood. In hole 2, Black Mountain Express of Northern Arapahoe. Team captain Flo Gambler, rider Dante Gambler, setup man Dwight Timbana, mugger Donnie Medicine Horse, and holder Daryl Gambler. In hole 3, Burden Ground, team captain Tim Burden Ground, rider Tristan Burden Ground, setup man Trones Burden Ground, mugger Trampus Burden Ground. Holder will be Tim Burden Ground. Their helpers are Weston Burden Ground and Houston Burden Ground. And in hole 4, the Warren Bros, all the way from the Navajo Nation, 15 hours away in Arizona. Team captain Sammy Warren, rider Sosie Warren, setup man Toby Warren, mugger Sammy Warren, holder Jevern Hathig, and helper Michelle Whitehorse. Starter Zach Wilson will have them on their way right shortly as soon as we get the respective teams to their boxes. Make a little noise. This should be good. They're here for a reason. Just about to the line. We got Burden Ground got to get to their spot. And the Warren Bros. Starter Zach sends them on the way, and Tristan Burdenground hits his horse first. Running second is Frontline. Third is Warren Bros. And fourth, Black Mountain Express. Around the first turn, Burdenground out in front by about 7. Running second. Frontline. Third. Neck and neck for third and fourth is Warren Bros. And Black Mountain Express. Still out in front is Burden Ground, maintaining that 5 to 6 length lead over Frontline. Back to Warren Bros for third, and in fourth is Black Mountain Express. Halfway around the final turn. Still in the lead, Burden Ground. Right on his tail is Frontline. Slips through on the inside. Makes some noise. This is going to be a good exchange here. Ain't about who gets there first is who gets out of here first. In comes Warren Bros and Burden Ground at about the same time. Oh! Down goes Tristan Burden Ground. Warren Bros having a little trouble. In the meantime, Frontline gets on. So does Burden Ground. Makes up for it. Burden Ground. Frontline. Warren Bros. And Black Mountain Express. Burden Ground by about 5 lengths over Frontline, but we still got a long ways to go and one more exchange. Looks like Frontline's cutting into that gap. Got it down to about 3. And then way back to Warren Bros and Black Mountain Express bringing up the rear. Here we go. Frontline making a heck of a move. Goes by and takes the length lead over Burden Ground. And then big gap back to Warren Bros and Black Mountain Express. They're about to turn for home, and they're still pretty close, within 2 lengths. Start making noise now because that adrenaline's starting to pump, and they're looking for their hole. These two teams were tough last year, too. It looks like Frontline is going to get into his designated area first. He runs. He's going to get on. Tristan Burdenground hits the ground. Frontline's on. Burden Ground's on. Burden Ground with about a 15-length gap. In comes Warren Bros for their exchange. And Black Mountain Express. Looks like Warren Bros is going to get out of here in third. Having a little trouble is Black Mountain Express, but he does get on. Rolling down the backside. Burden Ground. About 10 lengths over front line and way back to Warren Bros, and bringing up the rear is Black Mountain Express. Looks like he's cut the gap a little bit going into the far turn. Of course, the front line's rolling, but Burden Ground not weakening too bad. He has narrowed it down to 5. Whoa. Here we go. Turning for home. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. They'll stay after it that much harder. Back and forth, neck and neck, braid to braid. This is going to be a wild one. Heck of a finish. It looks like we got front line on the outside by about a half a length. Burden Ground. Front line, Burden Ground. That was like a half mile like we usually run these relays. Coming in third, brand new team all the way from Arizona. Give them a big round of applause. Warren Bros. They got a long way home. Finishing up in fourth, going to be Black Mountain Express. What did you think of the Indian Relay Championship, sports fans? Appreciate you toughing out the cold weather and cheering them on. Judge has got to make a final decision here. Going to get a picture in the winner's circle in the paddock, guys. Frontline going to be your champion. There he is. Give him a big round of applause. Caliber Pickner. Only his second year riding. Acts like he's been doing it forever. Second was Burden Ground. Third was Warren Bros. And finishing up fourth, Black Mountain Express. Drive safe and good night.
Hey, that does conclude our program here this afternoon. Great job. Let's hear it for everybody in those Indian relay races. Yeah. Hey, we got some great horse racing coming back at you next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First race on Friday goes at 4 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday at 1:30. Remember, we have 6 weeks of racing. This is weekend number 2, so 4 more to go. Make plans to be here next weekend, racing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Excuse me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm so confused with this Memorial Day weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday at 4 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday at 1:30. In leaving the track this afternoon, please drive carefully on the way home. Thank you, and good night, Jack.